Shall we start the session, ma'am?
Sure.
Okay. So the way to get started is to just quit talking and begin doing. A very warm good evening to all the participants, RFI's members, dignitaries with my positive vibes. This is Nikita Khandelwal again here with you all for your heartily welcome. On behalf of Research Foundation of India and its 23rd of August, day 3rd of our training faculty development program on research paper writing, which is organized by BPIT School of Business Administration and Research Foundation of India and sponsored by World Virtual Forum, HERF, WFST, and ARGA. So the topic of our today's session is application of SPSS for data analysis or quantitative data analysis, and for which Dr. Priyanka Chamla ma'am is with us with her valuable guidance. But before we head towards the session, I would like to share ma'am's glorious journey of achievement with you all. Ma'am is a finance personnel with 13 years of experience in academic domain. In ma'am's qualification, it include MBA and awarded PhD in year 2015, and currently ma'am is pursuing postdoctoral program in Ordinal College and many more. Presently, ma'am is associated with Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore, as a senior assistant professor. In ma'am's area of interest, it includes self-help group, microfinance, operation research, and research methodology, financial management, practices, statistics, and many more. Besides it, ma'am has anchored, coordinated, and conducted various workshops, FDPs, conference, and due to ma'am's energetic multitasking quality and familiarity with subject of her interest, ma'am has been invited as a research person and subject expert by various organizations and delivered session on ICT tools, research methodology, hand-on SPSS, and many more. Ma'am has attended various national and international conferences where she has presented various research papers, and ma'am has more than 30 publications to her credit. And ma'am has also published two books bearing ISBN number, and she has attended and participated in several faculty development program workshops on research methodology. Ma'am has also been appointed as an editorial member and reviewer of various reputed e-journals. Ma'am is the recipient of many awards like winner of International Case Study Competition, honored with the Faculty of the Year Award at Acropolis Institute January 2020, honored with Research Excellency Award, received Best Paper Presentation Award in an international conference, honored with the International Award for Achievement of Excellence in the field of management in international conference. Ma'am has also chaired session at international conference, and many more online videos lectures are also available on YouTube, which are by ma'am. Ma'am's articles are also being published in Siksha.com, Metro Vratha, and Free Press newspaper. So all this was about the ma'am's glorious achievement. Ma'am, now we would love to listen you. The food case is yours now. Hold it.
Thank you so much, Nikita ma'am, for the beautiful introduction of mine. And here, I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am, it's completely audible.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, yes.
go ahead. तो जैसे ही वो go ahead होगा तो साइन होंगे सारी चीज होगी तो वो इस मोमेंट पे चालू होगी
It's my request from all the participants to please keep your mic mute. Please keep your mic mute. Ma'am,
Here,
please continue.
thank you. Here, I would like to thank to Dr. Ajay Jain sir, Dr. Saurabh Jain sir, and entire team of RFI for every time they are showing trust on me, and they give me opportunity for the sessions like SPSS or other research tools. Thank you so much. And without wasting so much of your time, I will be sharing my screen. But before that, I would like to know how many of you are aware with the SPSS and how many of you are well versed with SPSS tool.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not very much aware, but yes, I know that SPSS is required in order to process the data. This tool is very much mandatory, this for the people, those who are into the research area.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
available
Yes.
under
I'm
this
just asking
SPSS.
because shall I take it from the beginning? I will show the
Yes,
interface.
madam.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Just write why. Why for yes. Yes means if you want to start learning from the basics, then write down why. Okay. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay, so I understood. Okay, before that, yes, I understood. Before that, again, I would like to ask, are you aware about the variables, number of variables, type of variables, and measurement scales which we are using in the research work?
Yes, ma'am. Very. We are
aware. Yesterday also ma'am told us about the
Okay,
dependent and independent variable.
independent, dependent, mediating, moderating, all you are confirmed?
I'm clear with the variable.
Okay. Measurement scales, how can you define and differentiate between the measurement scales used? Are you aware about it?
No, that discussion didn't take yesterday. It was just dependent and independent variables that were identified in the previous lecture, madam.
In 10 minutes, I'll just brush up on it. In 10 minutes, I'll give time of 10 minutes only for independent, dependent, and other variables. In 5 minutes, I'll give time of 5 minutes to the measurement of scales. Total 15 minutes I'll be giving you. Okay, so we just brush up on it and then we start with the interface of the SPSS. So, just my screen is visible. Have I shared my
No,
screen?
madam.
Okay, why you require data? Information, is there any difference between information and data?
You are not audible, madam.
Is
What you have asked?
Is there any difference between information and data?
Processed
Yes,
data is
information
information.
is data can
Is
be
there any
interpreted,
difference between
madam.
information and data?
Information is a process, a communication. What I would say means you don't have to take much efforts to interpret it. But when it's data comes, we need to interpret data, and
Ma'am,
it can be subjective. For example, um,
So which
a
comes
different
first? Data or
interpretation can
information?
be figured out.
Yes, data will be
I
raw
think
data.
data is
From
a raw
data?
information, ma'am,
Yes.
which we process in order to get the results, which will help us to, check our hypothesis whether it is rejected or accepted.
Yes. So data means it is a raw data. It is just for your purpose. You collect data. You collect in the form of numbers, right?
Yes, madam.
Like how many males and females are there?
Madam, can you little bit loud because we are not able to hear you out.
Like how many males and females are there? If you first you have to obtain data. Data means only numeric figure. On the basis of numeric figure, once you obtain in the form of questionnaire this numeric figure, so that is called data, right? See, what is this? I've shared my screen now.
Yes, it is visible, madam.
See, what is this now?
Yes, I'm checking. This is just
This is just a numeric number. This is just an information. Just information, not information. This is a date number. Right? If I had not written over here age, then you would have no idea about that. Which date is this? It was written 15, 20, 24, 56. Now I have written age here, right? So that means it is the age. Here the information is given about age. These are the age of the respondents. 15, 20, 24, right? So this is the data. On the basis, which is called unprocessed facts. It itself has no meaning, right? But when it is processed, it becomes information. When data is processed, it becomes information. And on the basis of this, we can interpret it. Like, how many respondents are there who are below the age of 20? Can we count how many respondents were there whose age was below 20? 15, and then 10, 5.
no, it's not possible, ma'am, to count directly from here.
I am giving the I have shown this example, no?
Okay.
On the basis of this example, I'm telling you. So this is just this is just a data. This data itself has no meaning. But when it processed, it becomes information. So now we know this is the age of the respondent. Right? This is the age of the respondent. Now, on the basis of this data, we have categorized below 20, how many people are there whose age were below 20, how many people were there whose age is between 20 to 40, how many people were there whose age is between 40 to 60, right? Accordingly, we have processed the data. So how many of them were there whose age were below 20? So 15, 5, 10, 12, 18, I think 5. See. So on the basis of this, we can interpret that there were 5 respondents whose age is below 20. So accordingly, what we do when we collect data with the help of questionnaire, we go through the same process. Understood? That data becomes the information. Clear? Getting my point? So the first thing
Yes, I'm getting very clear, ma'am.
The first thing is there are different type of variables because you must have information about this variable. Independent variable. Independent means there is a single variable which affect another variable. Independent variable is that variable which influence another variable. It is called predictor. It is also called cause, or it is the variable which we are going to test. If I talk about dependent variable, dependent means it relies on other component, other variable. It is the result of the previous variable, or we can say it is the effect, or it is called outcome, result. So when we formulate the hypothesis, there are 2 type of variable. We generally, when we form the statement, there are 2 type of variables are included. Dependent as well as independent. So dependent means which is dependent on other variable, and independent means which affect another variable. It is in simple word. Like if I talk about example, effect of temperature on hatching rate of fish egg. Effect of temperature on hatching rate of fish eggs. So here we are talking about temperature. Temperature may be high, temperature may be medium, temperature may be low. So what will the effect of temperature on hatching rate? So, which variable is influencing another variable? Temperature.
Ma'am, temperature is
affecting the
hatching rate. Temperature is
Yes.
affecting the hatching.
Now you have to tell these example. Low intake of food cause underweight. Which one is dependent? Which one is independent?
Underweight.
Which one?
And food and these two. Because if the food with fat, we are going to check on the weight. So food is an independent variable, dependent
Yes.
variable.
And food, because of food, it may be underweight. Some person may be underweight or overweight. है ना? So
Yes.
this is called underweight dependent on intake of food. So underweight is dependent, intake of food is independent. Risk of lung cancer is due to smoking.
Smoking is independent.
Yes. Okay. Understood.
Yes.
Now,
Madam,
another
can we
variable.
say that independent variable remain constant in the sense ki, which is
No, you cannot say
affecting
that.
others?
If it is high, if independent variable is high, it may be possible that dependent variable may decrease or it may increase. Right? It influence. It is the influencer. Because of independent variable, dependent variable varies.
Okay.
Effect. Right? Control means constant variable. Control variable means constant variable. It do not change during the study. It has no effect on other variable. Suppose teachers teaching skill. I'm taking this example. Teachers teaching skill help students perform. Help in students performance. Teachers teaching skills helps in students performance. Right?
Teacher skill
So
is
teacher will be
independent.
Student will be
Dependent.
and during the whole session, during the whole process, syllabus will remain same, right? The syllabus will be constant. It does not going to affect teacher and student, right? Extraneous variable. The name itself has a meaning extraneous. Extraneous means extra variable, unwanted variable. Unintentionally. Earlier we had not considered it in our study, in our research work, but unintentionally it changes the result. वो अपने आप ही appear हो गया है. ठीक है? Extra variable which we had not talked about, but it is influencing other variables. For example, private tutoring or online courses. Which one is more effective at improving students' Spanish test scores? Private tutoring or online? We are talking about private tutoring or online courses. Which one is effective in improving students' Spanish test score? The students' Spanish test score is dependent variable. Online or private tutoring is independent variable, but problem is it other variable may affect students' Spanish test score. Maybe parents are aware about the Spanish language, or parental support will be there. They have prior knowledge about Spanish language. In the community where they live, the social economic status also affect their Spanish language, right? So these are extra variable which were not earlier considered during our study, but unintentionally they are going to change the result, and we have to consider it. These are called extra variable. That's why when we do research, we mention a line, we mention in a sentence that keeping all the things constant, keeping all other things constant, these are the effect of this variable on this. Intervening or mediating variable. Mediator. Mediator means somebody is there in between. See, price is directly affecting customer loyalty. So this is a direct relationship. In mediating variable, there should be one mediator in between which connect between dependent and independent variable. If I say price has direct impact on customer loyalty, so this is called direct relationship, and here price plays a role of independent variable. Customer loyalty depends on independent variable. The customer loyalty will be called dependent variable. But if I introduce one variable in between, price has first affect customer satisfaction. Once customers are satisfied, customer loyalty increases. So this is called mediating variable, which connect between dependent and independent variable. Any other problem? Understood?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Last is moderating variable. Moderating means which modify the existing relationship between independent and independent variable. Here we do not use that mediating these variable as a mediating variable, but here it is used to strengthen the independent and dependent variable. See, advertisement directly affects sales, right? But if there is competition, there is a moderating variable. If there is competition, advertisement may decreases and sales may also decreases. Advertisement, if there is less competition, advertisement may decreases. Sorry, if there is less competition, advertisement may increases and sales may increases. If there is more competition, advertisement may decreases and sales may decreases. मतलब ये क्या कर रहा है competitive, यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं है कि advertisement first affect competition and competition then affect sales. It is not like that. Competition means competitive environment we are talking about, which strengthen the relationship between the two variables, either strengthen or weaken.
Ma'am, in this case, can we say that sales and advertisements are dependent on competition?
No, advertisement itself is independent. Sales is dependent. But there are some other variable due to which it strengthens. Example. Suppose, just a minute, I'll give you example in which all the variable will be shown. See, this is the chart. I have taken a chart of this artist and songs related example I'm taking. This include all the variable. See, artist, production cost, story, dialogue affect sales revenue of movie. So sales revenue of movie is dependent and artist, production cost, storyline, dialogue will be independent. Understood?
Independent. Yes, ma'am.
During the whole process, producer will remain same. So this is called constant variable. Right? Producer will remain same. So this is called constant variable. This one is independent, this one is independent, and this one is constant. Clear?
Constant. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Apart from this, there are some extra variable which does not affect, which actually affect sales. It may be like location, videography, 3D effect, or item songs.
Can we say that, madam, for example, college admissions, good infrastructure, it has a direct relations with the admission, but however, ranking may also has an impact on the admission. Ranking can be a
extra variable. This will be the
mediating
extra
variable.
one.
Extra.
No, not mediating. This will be the extra, no? Extra variable, which were not considered. Because these days it is included. Earlier it was not included. SNAC and all these things. So these are extra variable, which we were not considered earlier. But these are now mandatory. वो बात अलग है, अभी थोड़ी mandatory हो गई है. So these are extra variable. We cannot say कि first. It depends on research. Huh? Like in this case. Like in this case. Artist, production cost, storyline. If directly affects sales, it will have direct relationship. But if first affect word of mouth, feedback, reviews, which we receive from the respondents, which we receive from the audience, and then audience through its word of mouth helps in increasing sales revenue. So this is called mediating. Like if I take the example of admission. What your example you had taken? Admission process. Hello.
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
there?
Hello.
Somebody
Yes,
was
ma'am.
asking regarding admission. Somebody was giving me example of admission process.
Yes. It was me, madam.
Yes. Now, again, you ask your question.
Can ranking become mediating variable? For example, if there is
It
a
depends upon the
direct
stool.
correlation.
What independent variable you will be taking?
For example, independent admission can be independent.
How
College.
can you define admission? How can you, what other factors are there which affect admission? So first you have to
For
define
example,
it.
infrastructure ranking can
Infrastructure
affect
ranking,
admission.
so it is a part of admission.
Yes.
How can it would become the mediating variable?
Okay.
Understood? I hope with the help
So
of
what
this
is
example you understood all the
so what
constant
is the role
variable,
of mediating?
Huh?
So how can mediate?
So that depends on the literature, the past review literature. Suppose somebody has done work on X and X on Y. Somebody has done work on Y and Z. So you can take the relationship between X, Y, and Z. Understood? So that becomes mediating variable. Then items on extra variable. So that helps in sales revenue. So this is called extraneous variable. Now, if I talk about gender, year of experience, so this helps this also helps in increasing sale indirectly, because we have already taken artist. Suppose it is a movie of Salman Khan. Salman Khan is having n number of experience. So it helps in generating sales. Suppose it is a movie of Shahid Kapoor, debut movie. The year of experience is less. So it lessen or weaken or strengthen the sales revenue. So this is called moderating variable. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, there are some types of variables. The variables are quantitative and qualitative in nature. Quantitative means scale, or we can say which is in numeric form,
which can be counted.
Which can be counted, or it is also called scale variable. It is also called numeric data. It is also called metric data. Quantitative means it is in number form. So here it is divided into two parts: continuous and discrete. Discrete means which gives exact number. Continuous means which does not give exact number, but it gives in decimal form. If I talk about qualitative data, qualitative means it is not in number form, but we have assigned value for that. So that's why it is called qualitative, and it is called categorical or non-metric data. Like in questionnaire, we give close-ended questions. We ask close-ended questions from the respondents. So this is qualitative in nature. That's why we assign number 1, 2, 3. So this is called qualitative. Again, qualitative data is divided into two parts: nominal and ordinal. Clear? Clear? If I talk about nominal data, what is nominal data? What is nominal data? Nominal is the part of categorical data, or where we assign numbers, right? Where we assign number. It is not in numeric form, but we have to assign numbers to convert it into numeric form. So nominal data means we have to assign some numeric value, or where no arithmetic calculation, no logical calculation, no logical operation is done. We cannot say male is divided by female. Male is greater than female. We cannot say like this. We just simply put a number. Like in case of gender, male, female. For male, we have assigned number 1. For female, we have assigned number 2. Only numbers are assigned. We do not do any further calculation. Clear? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
If I talk about ordinal scale, ordinal means step by step, or we can say ordinal means ranking based data, where dimensions are given, but difference
Ma'am,
between
nominal data is a more of in quantifying, it's in quantity.
Please repeat. Please repeat. Do you have any
Yes,
problem? Huh? You are asking something?
No, ma'am. I'm just, discussing that this nominal data is more of a quantitative data, right?
No, nominal data is not more of quantitative, qualitative. It is qualitative in nature.
It is
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
qualitative, which is represented by numbers.
Numbers.
When we are assigning numbers and
Quantitative
the
and
data is
qualitative.
represented by
Under
numbers.
quantitative, we have interval and scale. Under quantitative, we have interval and scale, which are already in numbers, numeric form. But qualitative data, if I talk about qualitative data, it may be nominal, it may be ordinal. For qualitative data, we apply non-parametric test, and for quantitative data, we apply parametric test. I'm repeating it again. For qualitative data, we apply non-parametric test. It is rule of thumb method because biasness is there. For quantitative data, we apply parametric test. But for this also, we have to check the normality of data first. So under qualitative data, we have nominal data. Nominal means where we assign number to the variable. Simply we are assigning number 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. If I talk about occupation, the person may be service, the person may involve in service, the person may be businessman. Okay, so 1 for service, 2 for businessman, 3 for homemaker, 4 for student, 5 for other. Clear? If I talk about ordinal means ranking. Here dimension is clear, but difference between the dimension is not same. Intervals are not same. Suppose there is a person who got 90% in the exam, will be ranked in first position. Another student who got 88% will be ranked at second position. Another student who got 80% will be ranked at third position. So see, here difference between the marks is not same. 90% वाले को हमने first rank दिया, 88 वाले को second and 80 वाले को third. Clear? So it is in ranking form, or we can say preferences are given. Like in case of lecturer, assistant professor, then we become associate professor, then we become professor. So this is a designation step-by-step journey. Here, if I talk about quantitative data, quantitative name itself has a meaning quantity. Quantity means numeric. The interval scale. Under quantitative data, we have interval and ratio scale. Interval scale means where dimension is given as well as interval between the gap is also same, like in case of temperature. But the problem is here we go in the negative side also. And second problem is we cannot assign 0. Here it is arbitrary 0. We have not, there is no actual 0 in case of interval scale. We have just assigned for our purpose, for our calculation. -1, -2, 0, 1, 2. See, the difference between -1 and -2 is same. Difference between -1 and 0 is same. 0 and 1 is same. 1 and 2 is same. Here interval is same. That's why it is called interval scale. But we have assigned 0 for our calculation, our purpose. Here there is no true 0. But in case of, so that's why That's why when we come to the 5-point or 7-point Likert scale data, so that's why it comes under interval scale. Talking about ratio data, ratio means here it has true zero value or natural zero. Natural zero is there. See, in interval scale, minus will be there, zero will be there, plus will be there. But we have assigned zero for our purpose. It has no true zero. If I talk about ratio scale, it starts from zero. Like in case of age starts from zero. Person age starts from zero. It cannot be negative, right? Rainfall starts from zero. Then it becomes 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 35 inch. So this is called ratio scale. Clear? But if we talk about SPSS, only 3 scales, measurement scales were there in SPSS. First is nominal, second one is ordinal, and third one is the mixture of ratio and interval scale, that is called scale data. Now, let us come to the interface of SPSS without wasting our time. How many of you are having SPSS software? Do you have SPSS software?
No, ma'am, we don't have.
This is free version of software, but it will run for 30 days only. So these are the steps which you have to follow. You can take screenshot of this, or YouTube lecture will be provided to you, or later on you just see the steps. So this is the free version of SPSS, which is valid for 30 days only. You have to click on the link which I had sent you just now in the chat box, and then you try for SPSS, which is highlighted with blue color. You have to create your account by providing your details like your name, email ID, contact number, right? And then you will receive a code from in your email ID, which you have written over there, and just enter that code, click on OK. It will ask for installation of the software. Just click on that. It will install in 10 to 15 minutes. But it will be valid for 30 days only. Now, let me take you to the interface of SPSS. So this is the interface of SPSS. Can you see this? I will be clicking on this. Let us start working on this. New data set. Okay. I will open the new data set. When you open this SPSS interface, see, this is the SPSS software. When you open this software, you will get this type of interface. And in the bottom left corner side, you will see 2 tabs. Can you see this? 2 tabs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One is data view, another one is variable view. So in data view, what you can do? You can just enter the data which you receive from the questionnaire. In variable view, what you can do? You can write down all the variable which were there in the questionnaire. I'll give you example. Let me open the file of questionnaire. Suppose this is the questionnaire. Can you see this questionnaire? When you collect data with the help of questionnaire, this type of questionnaire you generally design, na?
Yes, ma'am.
First one is demographic, second one is data related to your survey. So this is variable view. Variable view means you can enter all the variables. What are the variables? If I talk about this questionnaire, what are the variables here? Like gender. This is first variable. And what are the attributes? Under gender, we have male and female. So this is attribute. Age group is another variable. Age group is divided into 4 parts. Less than 18 years, 18 to 30 years, 30 to 45. So these are attributes and data type. So you have to write it down over here. Suppose if I talk about, I will show the 2 windows simultaneously so that you can understand. See, this is the variable view where you can write down all the name of the variables which you have used in your study or in questionnaire. So that means all the variables comes in horizontal time, horizontal line, horizontal cell, right? Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am, right, very right.
That means all in, if I talk about variable view, all variables will be displayed in horizontal way. Whatever variables you write here in variable view, that will be displayed here, this there, top one, where it is written VAR. So that will be displayed here on the top in column wise. That means here you will write in the row wise, and that will be this will be reflected in the data view column wise. Here, suppose the first is name of the respondents. Here, name of the respondent. Suppose you have to write down the first variable, name of the respondent. So how will you write name? If just name, only one word you are asked to write, so you can easily write. But how will you write the name of the respondents? Under name, you can write only one word. If you write in this way, name of the respondents, the system will not allow you. It will give illegal character. See, I just enter. See. In first column, name, the first variable that you are entering is name of the respondent. Only one word is allowed to be displayed over here. Otherwise, it will give illegal character. So what you have to do, if you write down, if you want to write down the whole sentence, what will you do? Name, and then either you can
without spacing, we will be continue writing.
either you can write it down without spacing of the respondent. Either you can write down in this way, or just a minute. Name of the respondent. Either you can write down in this way, it will accept, or you can mark underscore and then write in between the space. Don't leave the space vacant. Or you can write down in this way. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the second thing, these two variables are there, that will be reflected in the variable view in this way. Over here, and now you can take the hard copy of questionnaire and then start entering the number, putting the numbers. But the name cannot be in number. Understood? Name cannot be in number. Name means it will be in character form. It cannot be in numeric form name. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So what you have to do? Now I will enlarge this. So it will ask for type. It will ask for type. Under numeric, if I talk about, just click on this. It will automatically give this tab. Just click on this tab. Name cannot be under numeric form. So what we have to do? We have to select string variable. And then click on OK. Just a minute. You can select on string variable and then click on OK. Okay? Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Right. With means how many character you are going to write in data view. Suppose by default it is giving with means how many characters you can write in the data view. So by default it is giving 8. So up to 8 character you can enter. Suppose if I want the first respondent was there whose name is Ashi. So Ashi, I can easily write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 8. It can easily take. Second respondent is Priyanka. So Priyanka has 8 character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But what if the name is like Raja Ram Mohan? So Raja Ram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Mohan. See, it gives a problem. Can you hear this?
Yes.
So what is the solution for that? You have to increase the width size. You can increase the width size. So Rajaram Mohan. Yeah. Yeah. Another is decimal. So for string data, there will be no decimal because we are entering the character, not the numeric form. So there will be, by default, it gives 0. Label means detailed information about the variable. Like if I write down here name, so one word you can write down here, and label you can write down name of the respondent. You can write down in the way with space. Okay. With space. It is a detailed information. You can write as much as you want. The thing is value. The text column is value. It is mandatory. So since it is a string variable, this value is not required. So I will tell you for another variable. Since it is string variable, so it is not required. I will tell you for another variable, which will be the numeric one. Basing is also not required. Column. If I talk about column, this is the width of the column. You can increase or decrease the length of the column. In here also or in that way also. Again, it is not going to affect our result part. Alignment. If it is a string data, then by default it gives left alignment. If it is numeric data, by default it gives right alignment. So again, it is not going to affect the result. The thing now, what is the measurement of scale? Nominal, ordinal, or scale? Which scale do we have to select for a name? Name itself has no meaning. So it is not going to affect the result. So by default, it gives nominal.
Nominal.
Now, if I talk about this gender, the gender is qualitative or quantitative?
Ma'am, qualitative, but will be represented by some number.
But we have to assign. So for qualitative data, what we do, we have to assign numbers. Male
Yes,
1, female 2, right?
Yes.
Now, if I have to write down the second variable,
Ma'am, we can do one thing also, like male and female can be represented as capital M and F also, no?
I tell you. In where?
We use.
We have to write down the variable over here. The male and female are not variable. Gender is variable. So we will gender over here. So, so to delete the, I'm going to delete the second row because it will create confusion. Okay. So this second row I'm going to delete. What you have to do for delete, just click on second cell, right click, and then clear. Okay. So automatically this second column, which was earlier said as name of the respondent was automatically deleted. So now second variable is gender. Just put over here gender. Now, what will be the type of gender? We will assign now one for male and female for two.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Two for female.
Numerical.
So that's why we will select numeric type. Clear? By default, it gives numeric. Up to by default, it gives width. So it is not going to affect the result. Decimal, by default, it gives up to 2 decimal point. So now, suppose my first respondent, Ashi. Gender is male or female?
Female. 2.
So what we do? There's 1 for male and 2 for female. We have assigned in this one. 2.
Yes.
For female. So suppose you have the hard copy of the questionnaire. The first one was Ashi. Her gender was.
One.
So I will write over here 2. Because why I will write 2? Because it is numeric data. And by default, it gives 2 decimal point.
2 decimal digits.
So you can decrease from here. It is of no use. So you can write down here 2. Priyanka is female 2. Raja Rammohan is male
1.
One.
Male 1.
for assigned 1. Clear? Clear?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
the question is,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
this is the label point. Label means gender. You can write as much as you want in the label. Like the whole entire statement of the questionnaire. Value. Now, this is most important in numeric form. This is most important in numeric form, numeric data. So this is most important. So just click on that tab. Value. So what we have assigned? For male, we have assigned 1, na?
Yes.
1
Yes, ma'am. For male
For
1 and
male.
female 2.
for 1 male. For male, we have assigned 1, add. And for female, we have assigned 2 for female. And then female, add. But now the spelling of female is wrong. Just click on this female, enter E after L, and then change. And then click on OK. Here, this is most important when you do the analysis part. Because until and unless you assign value, the descriptive part you cannot do, you cannot apply the test. Missing it is not going to affect the result. Column, again, it is not going to affect because you can stretch or you can lessen the column size. See, by default for numeric data, it gives right alignment.
Right
Automatically.
alignment.
Now, it is, what is the measurement of scale? We have to select. Just click here. Is it scale data, ordinal or nominal? Sorry, nominal. So I will be selecting. Third one is age group. So what you have to do, age, either you can simply write down age or age underscore. Again, it will be converted into numeric form. For less than 18 years, we will assign number 1. 18 to 30 years, we will assign number 2. Getting my point? This is for 2 and this 30 to 45 years will be assigned. And then above 45 will be assigned 4. Yeah. So age. The type of data is numeric. Okay. Width size not going to affect decimal point. You can decrease it. Otherwise, it will give decimal of 2 points. Label. You can write down as much as you want. Now, value is important. Now, how to write down the value? Value 1 for less than 18 years, right?
Below 18. Yes.
Add
Yes, ma'am. 2 for age
Like
between
2 for
18 to
18 to
30.
30.
3 for the age between 30 to 45.
and 4 for above 45. Okay. Okay. Now we have to select. Missing is not going to affect. Column is not going to affect. Now, what will be the measurement of scale under this category?
Nominal.
Nominal.
Ordinal.
Nominal.
Ordinal.
If I talk about profession, similarly, you can go for profession also. Write down. So again, for profession also, we will select nominal. Monthly income,
Nominal.
nominal. Marital status, nominal. Family type, nominal. Clear? But if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have these type of questions, like Likert scale related question, now what will you do? Similarly, you can do for other demographic variables also. Now, what if it is in statement form? So what you will do, this is related to social media branding, na? So I will give name SMB. SMB. Okay? Because I have to write down in one word, or the full statement I'm not going to write down. So SMB, which one SMB? First one. One. This statement is social media branding statement number 1. So I have written over SMB1. Clear? Now, what I will do in label, I will copy this. And then paste it over here in the label column, because I can write down
As much as we can.
See, this is SMB1. Clear? Now again, numeric data with decimal label is given. You can stretch it like this, and you can see the statement, entire statement. Now value you have to assign. So what values you have to assign? SA, matlab strongly agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. So value 1 for strongly agree, 2 for agree.
Agree.
This is interval scale, right?
Disagree. Strongly disagree.
And now measurement of scale is nominal.
Ordinal.
Nominal.
Ordinal.
No, not ordinal. The gap between strongly agree and agree. 1, 2, 3, 4 is same, na?
Okay.
The gap is same. That's why we called it scale data.
Scale. Okay.
Similarly, we will do for this SMB2. Copy this.
And why we have taken scale data?
Sorry?
Why we have taken scale as a measure?
It depends on your research work, na? What data type you are taking while designing the questionnaire. You will design questionnaire na, for quantitative analysis. Either you will use a close-ended questionnaire, either you will use open-ended. But for open-ended, if it is open-ended study, the whole entire question is based on open-ended study, then it will not be considered as quantitative data. It will be considered as qualitative data. And then And then in that case, you will not convert, either you convert it into quantitative, or you can apply another software that is called NVivo. NVivo. But that study will be qualitative in nature. If you have close-ended questionnaire, maximum number of close-ended questionnaire in your research work, and only one or two is open-ended, then the study is quantitative in nature. Clear?
Yes.
Now, you have to assign value. Now, do not waste time by writing again and again if it is the same variables, data type. If it is the same label, just copy here, click on the above row, Control C, and then click on this row, Control V. Clear? And then again it is scale data.
Ma'am, can you put any example for the ordinal scale?
Suppose if I ask from all the respondents, can you just a minute, first I will open the chat box. First, suppose this is my question. Okay. This is my question to all of you. You have to rank the car as per your preference. Suppose you have 4 cars in your home. One is Hyundai. Second is Honda City. Hyundai मतलब I-10, huh? I'm writing the name. I-10, Honda City. Third is अपनी Brezza. Third is PC Tata की वो वाली लिख दो थी Creta. ठीक है? Now you have to rank as per your choice. So suppose Shekharji is there and he's having idea about all the cars. So he will give first preference to Creta, second preference to Honda City, third preference to I-10, fourth preference to Brezza. So this is called ordinal scale. Clear?
Yes, ma'am, but how we will show it in the SPSS?
You have to show it SPSS like this. So I will tell you how to convert the data from Excel to SPSS. Yes, I will tell you. Let me here. Now, so you have to take a single variable in that case. Car preferences, it will be numeric.
Yes,
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Value.
1 for Brezza वगैरह like.
हाँ वो लिख देना.
1 for Creta, 2 for like that.
Huh. 2 for
2 for Creta, something like that.
Huh. 3 for
3 for item.
2 for Visa, 4 for
Item we can write.
Honda City.
Now, what you have to do, just click over here and then select ordinal scale. And now what you have to do, this was created na car preference.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Write down accordingly. Clear?
okay.
Now, I was telling. Accordingly, you will enter the data here in data. Clear? Now, somebody was asking if it is a Google form, and let me take the Google. Let me take this. This is the file, import data. Suppose you have received the information through Google form and it will be available in the Excel format. But it may be like this, ki some data you will get in the string form, some data you will get in numeric form. ठीक है? तो इसी के अंदर मैंने पूरा include करके रखा है. I have included all the things over here. So suppose this is the Excel file. And in this Excel file, we have XP respondents. So it comes from the string variable, right? There's this numeric. Again, this job is numeric. This one is string. Experience is string. EP means employee performance. So, employee performance 1 means it is here we have some statements related to EP1. So, this one is string and remaining 2 are in numeric form.
Numeric form.
So you have 2 options. Either you can directly import from here, but I will not suggest you. Better to convert the string variable into numeric variable here in Excel itself. So do you know how to convert this? Do you know how to convert this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. So simple technique I'm telling you.
No, ma'am.
Filter, just apply filter over here. Here, this one. Sort and filter. Can you see this? Just click on
Yes.
filter. And automatically this tab pops up. So you can click under gender. We have to convert this gender string variable into numeric. Na? So just click on this. Uncheck select all. Select only female. And okay. You will get all the female over here. Now you have to write it down in your copy or in Word file what you have assigned, which variable you have assigned for which type of data. Suppose for female we will be assigning 1, and for you have to write it down. Okay, and male we will be assigning 2 this time. So for female we have assigned 1, na? So just All the females have come, na? Appear over here. So just put one, and then drag and drop. Clear? Now, again, click on this tab. Click on male. Okay. All the data related to male will appear. For male, we have assigned 2. So we have assigned 2 over here. Again, click on that small tab and then click on select all. See, automatically it is done. Gender 11112 111. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
For
Okay,
experience
ma'am.
also. Okay, age is already in numeric form. Job is already in numeric form. Experience, for experience and EP1 also we have to apply the same process. Unselect all. Select 0 to 5. तो 0 to 5 को हमने क्या दिया है 1 यहाँ लिख लेते हैं because we have to mention there in SPSS file also 0 to 5 1. ठीक है then select 6 to 15 2. Just assign 2 over here and then drag and drop. Then EP1. Sorry. Then we have to again select on this 16 to 25. We have to assign 3. To 25. And then about 25. 4. And then uncheck all. Select all. Clear? We have converted this successfully.
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, we will do for EP1. Uncheck all. Okay. Here the good thing is 1, 2, 3, 4 is automatically given. Only strongly agree is not given. So we have to select on strongly agree and we will assign. I know strongly agree will be 5. Na? 1 we have already assigned 2. We have assigned 3. So strongly agree मतलब 5 हुआ. Strongly agree 5 हुआ इसका मतलब strongly disagree will be 1. Disagree will be 2.
2.
Neutral will be 3.
Agree will be 4. And strongly agree will be 5.
Okay. Now strongly agree. We have to select on strongly agree only. And that will be 5. Just enter 5 and drag and drop. And then uncheck all. Select all, sorry. Okay. Here, now we get the data from cell 1 to cell 61. Now what you have to do? Cancel this filter. the icon which was up here now have gone, and now we have to save the file. Now what we have to do? We have to save the file. I will be saving this file. Save as on the desktop. Import data demo. I will be closing this file. Now I will open the new data set. We have learned how to enter. Now I will be opening the new data set. Under new data set. Sorry. I will open new. I am going to close this. I am not going to save this file. Now I will open again the SPSS. Now go to file option. Here you can see third one, import data. From where you are going to import the data? From Excel. So you have to select from Excel. There are various ways to import the data from various files like CSV, SAS, data, but we generally use Excel. So just click on Excel. Search your location. We have put it into desktop now. The name of the file was import data na. I will search here. Import. This one, import data. So just check. It is in Excel format. Yes. Now just open it. Do not click anywhere. Just click on OK. See, the entire thing automatically you will get. Serial number, gender, age, job. But the only thing is in variable view. If you click on the variable view, this values are not, we are not getting this value over here. So we have to put these values. Once we import the data from Excel to SPSS, the next thing is we have to import the values. Clear? We have to write down the values. Like if I talk about gender, so here in Word file we have written for gender, for 1 it is for female and 2 is for male. So again the same process will be applied. Female 1. Here. And that's why we have imported the data. Clear? Any problem in this? Are you all there?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we are done.
So we have to put a value for every
for every variable you have to put a value, and you have to change the variable measurement of scale. Gender is nominal, age is nominal, job is nominal, experience. EP1 was in Likert scale, so we have to select scale data. This process you have to do for SPSS because now it has been converted and shifted in the SPSS file. Clear? No,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to save this. I will be telling you another thing. Now I will show you another thing. I will be opening this SPSS file. So thus I have kept it for demo purpose only. So here we have 45 variables. Okay, you are writing. Okay, no question has been asked now. Now suppose you have entered the data into SPSS and you will get in this format. You have entered and you have got in this format. Okay?
Yes.
This is the entire data. So it is again the rule of thumb is for quantitative data, qualitative data. Qualitative means nominal, like age, gender, marital status, right? Nominal. For qualitative data or for gender, we generally use pie chart. Clear? Pie charts are generally histogram. Pie charts are used for qualitative type of data. If we are using quantitative data, that is numeric, scale data, Likert scale data, then we use histogram. Sorry, normal distribution curve, stem graph, or
Ma'am, pie chart is used for?
Pie chart and
just a minute. Is used for gender or?
So no, sorry. Bar chart and pie chart is used for qualitative data and histogram is used for scale data. Bar chart, simple bar chart. Simple bar chart and pie chart is used for qualitative type of data, and for scale type of data or numeric type of data, quantitative type of data, we use histogram or stem curve type of charts. Even one more thing, tables. Generally, we for qualitative data, we use tables. For qualitative data, how will you define in one way? So tables are used in a simple form, but if it is qualitative, then non-parametric test will be used, and if it's quantitative, then parametric test is used. T-test, Z-test, or ANOVA, regression, correlation will be used in quantitative type of data. So, how will you go for descriptive statistics? Suppose this is the demographic information and you just want to appear in a tabular format. You want to get it in tabular format. So what will you do? Just go into analyze. Just click on analyze. Under analysis, we click on descriptive statistics, and under descriptive statistics, click on descriptive. Either you can go for descriptive or you can go for frequency also. Both will work. But I will tell you the route from frequency. That will help you. So we will transfer this gender over here. Just click on gender and then click on this button. Automatically it will transfer. Then click on statistics. So for descriptive statistics, which things are required? So generally you require standard deviation. It is required, you can find out range also, but it is not required. Maximum, minimum is also not required. But if you want to present it in a delegated form, then you can click on it. The only thing required is standard deviation, skewness, and kurtosis. Continue. Now select the second tab, which is called chart. Since it is qualitative in data, qualitative in nature,
Bar
which
chart.
chart do we will apply?
Pie
Either
chart
bar
or
or
bar.
pie chart. तो हाँ, तो कोई भी ले लो, pie ले लेते हैं. And you want to show in frequency or percentage form. It depends on you. Generally, I use percentage. Continue. In format, it is not required. Click on style. Again, it is not required to make any changes over here. Bootstrap is not required. Click on OK. You will get the result. So, how many respondents were there? N means number of respondents. That is 66 respondents were there. No one was missed. Standard deviation means how far we are away from mean, right? So 0.44, okay, it is, if it is lesser, if the value is less, 0.44 is less. So that means standard deviation, if standard deviation is less, the chance of heterogeneity will be also be less. Data is good. Another thing, skewness. The value of skewness should vary between -1 to +1. It should not be more than that. Okay, it is acceptable, 1.135. Skewness value should be between -1 to +1. If I talk about kurtosis, the value of kurtosis should be between -3 to +3. Okay, it is between -3 to +3. So that means it is normal data. It is normal data. Now we have to see in tabular form. This is just a descriptive statistic about gender. How can we see it in a tabular form? So we can get the information that 74% of male were there and 25, the percentage of female were less, that was 25.8%. But here it is not displayed in the bar chart, pie chart. Just double click on this. Just double click on this pie chart. You will get this window. And then right click, show data labels. Click on show data labels. Percentage gender. Gender percentage. See, it appears over here. Clear? So what you can do, cross it and it will be appeared in the same result. Now the question is, see, if you want to show the result to your colleague or supervisor, what you will do, you can simply save this file. Save as. You can simply save this file, save this output, and for your destination, required destination. And then if the supervisor or colleague is having SPSS, then he will be able to see this output. Otherwise, he will not be able to see this output. So again, what you can do, you can export. There is an option called export. If somebody has not SPSS, if somebody is not having SPSS software, then you can export this into Word file. Select, you have to select the destination. Okay, as per your choice, download. So generally we select desktop. Okay, and then give the file name. Okay, and then करनी पड़ेगी। One more thing. What you have to do? Export file, export. This type of interface will appear. This type is Excel. Now what you have to do? You have to convert it into text or portable document, PDF. No, not PDF. Text or Word format. This is Word. Okay. Now you can save as per your destination. Desktop. Give the file name demo Word. Save. Okay. Clear? Now I will search this. This is the demo Word. See, can you see this demo Word? This type, this will appear in the Word format. What we have learned, this statistic we have learned now. Standard deviation, kurtosis, pie chart. Automatically it is converted. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Suppose similarly you can do for another variable also, frequency. Select frequency. If it is done, then you can transfer it. Format it age. Just click transfer this age in this dialog box. Statistic or continue. Chart. This time I will take bar chart. Okay. See. Automatically the result will appear. The same process you will apply. Suppose this time I will take, there's a scale data. This is scale data, na? T1, T2 scale data. Now can we test for scale data? Descriptive, under descriptive, you can go for frequency. Just transfer this, select T1, scale data. Okay. Chart, which type of chart we will be using for scale type of data?
Histogram.
Now you have to check whether it is normally distributed or not. So we have to click on this normal curve and then click on continue and then OK. You will obtain this type of result. The same result you will get. Check skewness, check the value of kurtosis, convert this, interpret this with result which we have obtained in tabular form, and then histogram. So we can say that it is normally distributed and we can apply test. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Now, if you want to ask any question, you can ask. So the main thing I have told each and everything for your journey of the research work.
Ma'am, can we get your email ID?
If you have any problem, you can contact organizer. He will share my detail also. And
Ma'am,
all
we can contact, to whom to contact? Whom should we contact, ma'am?
Ajay Jain sir or Lograj ji.
Okay, ma'am.
My email ID over here. Gmail.com. No, yeah. How can we merge 3 Likert scale response into SPSS? Suppose you have 3 data, na? Likert scale based data. Three statements. You are asking that there are three statements, 1, 2, and 3. And now what you have to do, you have to add this 3. So what you will do to add this, so what we will do to add this 1, 2, 3, suppose this is of your use. So go to transform, compute option. I'm again telling you, go to transform, compute variable, and then, and then new target value variable will be the merger of 3, the merge 3. The target value, for your understanding, I will be writing here merge 3. Now we will be merge T1, T2, and T3 now. So what we will do to merge these 3, go to statistical, and here you will find sum, and double click on sum. You will get this question mark. Remove this question mark only, not bracket. T1, double click, it will automatically transfer here, comma. T1, double click, automatically it will move here, comma. T3, double click, it will automatically move. So what we will do, okay. The new variable with the combination of these 3 will appear in your SPSS file. So check your SPSS file, this one, the new variable, merge 3. See, clear?
So, ma'am, this merge option is also applicable for the comparative when we are comparing two different variables to each other. And
No,
showing
if
it in.
you think it is applicable when you go for EFS. There's 3 statements we can merge together and we make one construct, one factor. Well, if you merge these 3 statements and we make one factor, so it will helpful in exploratory factor analysis.
And then when we have comparative question in our questionnaire, no, suppose like a comparison between A and B. So few respondent will be like giving response to the A, and few will be responding to B. So how we will be showing this type of questions in our
So you
SPS as
go
well
for
as
descriptive. You can apply t-test for this one A part, t-test, or for B part, and then you make analysis. Whatever particular test you can apply for A part, B for as per your study, and then you compare. In A study, the standard deviation is this. In A study, the t value is this. In B study, the value of t is this. So we can see that this is more effective than this. So I hope Radha Sharma ji, I have answered your question. What do we need? Data wrong. Any other question? Raghunath ji, answer to your question. Encoding क्या है ये गणेश जी? हाँ, we encoding क्या था ये? Raghunath ji, नहीं, sorry, Ganesh ji. You are asking something about an encoding of data. We have decoded the data, and then result obtained was encoded. Any more question?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So I cannot see any further query in. एक और है. Ma'am, how can we see dependency of more than 2 variables? Can you please unmute yourself and ask the question? Now, how can we see dependency of more than 2 variables? वो तो डिपेंड करेगा ना आपके उस पे जो आपने ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म किया होगा. on the basis of objective जो भी आपने hypothesis form किया होगा, it depends on the objective and hypothesis of the study which you have formulated. अब वो dependency कैसी है? अब suppose आपने impact of A variable on B लिखा है, तो ये एक ही variable है हमारे पास, एक independent है, एक dependent है. अगर आप बोलोगे impact of A and B on C, तो इस केस में हमारे पास दो इंडिपेंडेंट है और एक डिपेंडेंट, दो इंडिपेंडेंट और एक डिपेंडेंट है, ऐसा. Thanks for one last one. Do you have any video on t-test and z-test? No, we are working on that. We have video lectures on for the students' point of view, for students' perspective, like project management, operation research. We have done on that part. SPSS तो शायद नहीं किया मैंने. So you will get this video, YouTube
Ma'am,
video.
what is the name of your YouTube channel, ma'am, so that we can see?
Webucation.
Just type the spelling.
I will be writing over here. You can just it will be in the circular form, yellow color and blue color. The logo of Webucation is yellow and blue. Thank you to all the respondents for such positive and nice feedback for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this thoughtful and for fruitful presentation and session, ma'am. It was really nice to hear you. Thank you to all the participants also for being a good listener.
Thank you so much, ma'am.